Hello everybody, it is I, and I am popping into your life to be the commercial to interrupt your regularly scheduled program and hopefully cause our hearts to hope again. I was thinking about today, there's a passage of scripture, the New Testament Jewish writings. The Apostle Paul talks about if a man doesn't work, he's not going to eat. And basically, he's saying, if you don't go out and labor, you don't provide for your family, you don't provide for yourself, you will never have the resources to then feed those around you or feed yourself. And there's another, as I was sitting in traffic, just contemplating this, there's another part of that. We will never eat of the produce of anything we don't work for. In other words, our mental capacity, our mindset, the way that we think, if we're negative all the time, we will never enjoy the product of positive thoughts and peaceful thoughts if we don't work on our thinking. The same thing with our spirituality. If we want to gain things from the spiritual side, then we certainly have to work on that. We will never gain the benefit of a good relationship if we are not willing to put in the work for the relationship. A business will never be built if we're not willing to put in the work. So that little passage of scripture, when Paul says if a man doesn't work, he's not going to eat, that is true. You have to work, you have to put in your work and your vocation to be paid to then use that money to eat or do what needs to be done. But if we don't work on whatever it is that we are believing to come back into our life, we will never get it. If I don't work on myself to be a better person, I'll never eat of the benefits of being a better person. And so I want you to think about that, because that is something that we need to do. If we don't have something, it's probably because we're not working at it. So let's do the work, get the benefit.